This program contains adult material and language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, what's up? This is Brian Tishy, and you're listening to the Shakeman Show.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Yeah. After our commercial break, we are back, and Jen found an interesting story while we were on break, and it sounds something like up her alley.
Well, is up her what?
Really?
It was up.
It
her
sounds like something that is up her alley. If you get my
that
drift.
Sounds a little personal.
We all know Jen's style. We all know she's into the stories that have anything to do with cows or anything of sexual content.
But yeah, but not at the same time.
Yeah, that's what's funny about this story, because it's about cows and sexual content. So what do you got, Jen?
There's two stories about animals I want to do tonight. One is going to be...
Wait, two stories about animals you want to do tonight? Really? You want to reword that?
Do you want me to leave? No, there's no other way I can reword that at all. So, anyway, here's the story. The first story is about It's about bulls, actually.
Bulls. Bullshit.
So, firefighters were fighting a huge fire.
Mm-hmm.
Took them like 3 hours to get this fire out at a facility that stores bull semen.
Nice.
Ew.
Nice.
No,
the headline of the story says massive semen explosion after blaze
Gotta love
hits
semen explosions.
bull artificial insemination facility. Firefighters were forced to dodge projectiles
that were flying at them at 31 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
So what happened is the liquid inside the cylinders that contained the bull semen was rapidly expanding. Who knew? And essentially, the lids of the cryogenic cylinders were popping off.
Nice. So there's bull semen flying all over the place.
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
So firefighters went into a defensive mode.
Of course.
To protect themselves.
Cooties.
Oh, man.
Oh, good God.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to be on the scene of that?
The actual cylinders were worth $1,000 per unit.
Wow.
Hit unit.
She said unit.
The loss of these 100 cryogenic cylinders of cattle semen will be a huge blow for farmers.
Yeah.
You think?
Aw, huge blow, dude.
Oh, a huge blow. I get it.
Oh.
How clever.
No.
How clever.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wow. That's an interesting story.
That's a horrible story.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Grossly misunderstood. Well, actually, no, it's just gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's
so.
You know.
Rib for her
you know what that all
pleasure.
was about, right?
Ew. Huh?
Oh shit. Oh, actually, it was about bull semen.
Shit, it was the other end. Yeah.
Come again.
So. Yeah. The next story about animals is about a pufferfish. Now, those are the fish that, when attacked, they
blow up like a balloon.
Blow up like a huge balloon.
Oh yeah. Them things are pretty cool.
Miss
They're
Puff
poisonous.
on
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. So here's a fun fact for you: pufferfish, we all know, release a toxin when they puff out that is meant to impair their attacker.
Really?
So they can escape. Ironically.
Oh, I know the story.
This doesn't work on dolphins in the same way. It actually gets them high.
Nice.
So they purposely inflate them and pass them around to their dolphin friends.
Nice.
Puff, puff, pass.
That's awesome.
Quite literally.
That's so wrong.
That's awesome.
It's such torture for those poor little pufferfish. They're going, oh my God, there's a pot of dolphins, run.
Pufferfish, pass.
Oh, man.
Yes, I have to.
Those are my two little animals.
That's awesome. Leave the dolphins to figure this shit out. That's great.
Yeah.
And the last and most worst
dolphins.
is, what do you get when you get across a wiener dog with a pit bull?
Uh-oh. What?
It's a wiener pit just like your mouth.
Oh, nice.
What?
Wow.
It's a wiener pit just like your mouth.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
No.
That goes along with the whole, what do you have when you have nuts on your chest?
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Nuts on the wall, nuts on your chin.
Oh, and just to let you know, if you want to move to Italy, they're selling now a 3-foot tall can of Pringles.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
I didn't realize, because I haven't bought that stuff in years. I haven't realized how many different
Ridiculous flavors.
different flavors that
Oh, yeah.
Pringles have now. And I just, because I'm a huge Oreo fan.
They have Oreo Pringles now?
Oreo cookies.
Oh.
And I can't believe how many flavors of that they have out now.
Oh, I'm sure
it's
they got
really
pumpkin
ridiculous
now, too.
They're
now.
going, I just need a goddamn Oreo.
Yeah. And they got so many
I think-
flavors now.
Didn't they go from double stuffed to triple stuffed too?
Overstuffed.
Overstuffed. That's
Yeah.
I love the double stuff, but it's
Double stuff is the best.
Yeah.
Gotta have double stuff if you're getting Oreos.
Yeah.
No? Gotta have double stuffed. DP.
You can't have.
You know
all
what I
that.
mean, Jen? Gotta be doubled. Jen's been having this thing
you
with
gotta double
double
it
since
up.
last week.
Yeah, you got to double it up.
Yeah, you gotta double it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
You okay?
Gotta have that.
Do you need a minute? You need to get towels? I'm feeling verklempt.
Yeah. Yeah, little, yeah.
It's getting hot in here.
And along with the 3-foot Pringles is a small keg of beer.
Nice.
Wow.
Gotta wash them down.
3 freaking foot of Pringles.
That's insane.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
man.
That is insane.
That's yeah. Wow.
That is absolutely insane.
And if you don't believe me, we're now going to put this on the Shakeman Show.
Go on, woman. Give me my dinner.
That is. Can you fucking believe Pringles putting out? Say how big is that again?
3 foot.
3 foot. That's insane.
Yeah, they're making bigger amounts of food, just in restaurants. They have all these restaurants that are making huge sandwiches.
Right.
Or big giant pancakes. And if if we're gonna go on the food vein here, go with the vein.
Really?
again.
Vein?
Food vein.
Why? Why do you have to do that?
Veins of things that you put in your mouth. Like that TV show. What's called Man versus Food. Giant.
But think about it. I'm thinking about it. That's kind of clever that they put the beer
Oh yeah, it's great
next to it because you're going to eat more.
Great marketing.
You're going to eat more.
Yeah, and then it's going to make you thirsty. So
Even
more beer.
though hard pretzels are the choice really by people when they're drinking.
Well,
They'd rather have
in America.
Nuts.
I
Yeah.
prefer nuts, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you used to go to the bar, when I used to go up, to the bar to get my dad, my mom would say, "Go get your father from the bar," and I go up there and he goes, "Sit down, kid, get me a soda." And up on the bar back in them days was usually a bowl of hard pretzels and nuts next to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
germs.
mixed nuts or whatever
Yeah.
next to it. Yeah. How about beer nuts? They're the
So-
best.
What about deer nuts?
So much
Deer
germ.
nuts?
Yeah, they're under $1.
Just don't even go there. Just keep
Wow. I fell for that.
moving.
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
Hard.
That's kind of like a Henway.
Wow.
I'm not answering you.
Yep.
You're a
It's
loser.
not happening.
But that's what used to be up on the bars.
And you can't even let the kids. The kids aren't even allowed to sit at the bar anymore.
Yeah, well, it's different now. Back
Yeah.
then they didn't give a shit.
I used to sit at the bar too with my mom.
Oh yeah. I mean, when my mom was
Can I come
growing
in?
up. Now you have to figure this is back in 1930s, 1940s. because my mom was born in 32, so it was actually right at the end of the 30s and the 40s. But she would go to the bar with my grandpa, and she would be able to name the beer by the flavor. They would give her a little shot glass type of with a beer in it, and she'd be able to tell you which beer it was. And my grandpa would actually make money off of her saying, basically betting that whether or not she would be right.
So he would make a lot of money.
Well, you weren't betting a whole lot of money.
No, but it doesn't matter. Back then, just a couple dollars. You could go. My dad would go in. My dad would go into a bar with like $10,
right,
and get shit faced for hours.
Yeah,
with $10.
Oh yeah,
because they had quarter drafts. You know what I mean? The shot might have been $1 a shot. You know, and quarter drafts.
Good old days.
And it's funny because there was these two bars within 2 blocks of each other,
stumbling distance of each other.
Yeah, there was still there. The one was right at the end, the top of the corner of my block, and then there was one 2 blocks over.
Right,
and it was so funny because my dad would go to the one that's 2 blocks over instead of the one on the block. I don't know what he chose that, but the dude, I remember the bartender, their name was Tony, and he would see my dad come and go, "Oh God, I'm gonna be here," because he used to like to close the bar early.
Yeah,
because it was like
not with your dad.
Couple of people there. So every time he would go, he'd be like, "Oh, come on, Shank, I'm closing up the bar." He goes, "Last call." He goes, "All right, give me 5 beers and 3 shots."
There you go. Yep. And nowadays they'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
We can only give you one
So
at a
he's
time.
like, "Son of a bitch, I want to go home." And you see my dad. He goes, "Here, I'll give you all your money back if you go to the bar 2 blocks down and drink there."
There you go. There you go. That's the way to do it. Okay.
He would actually offer my dad his money back.
I would take it.
So he'd go down. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Bar food is the best, though. Bar food is the best, though.
Bar food?
Yeah, like the sandwiches and all that.
Really? Depends on where you're at.
It depends on the bar.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like the little mom and pop shops, not the the sports bars and all that. Some of the brand names.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Oh, I remember this cool corner bar down South Philly where I used to work down South Philly for like 10 years. I worked down there. We used to go down on Fridays.
Right.
Because they would have sandwiches.
Yeah.
They would have all these deli sandwiches there.
Ooh.
And we would go down on Friday. We had a 45-minute lunch.
Oh, nice.
And it was like 3 blocks down from work. So we would all walk down there.
Yep.
And we drink some beers and eat. You know, I was eating liverwurst sandwiches and corned beef, every week having a different kind of sandwich. And we all head back. We got back. We still had 3 hours to go before, So I go back. I'm on a forklift. I'm going to drink like maybe 4 beers, down 4 beers and eat a freaking liverwurst sandwich. Go back to work and shit.
Have a nice little buzz going.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned liverwurst because growing up.
I love liverwurst. Yeah, man.
Growing up, we would go down to... down the shore for a week, and we'd stop at my Aunt Mary and Uncle Leo's house in Egg Harbor, and she would make us liverwurst sandwiches. And we're kids, we can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
we got to know it as Aunt Mary's lunch meat.
Aunt Mary's lunch meat.
So try going to say a grocery store and going to the deli and say, "Yeah, can I get some Aunt Mary's lunch meat?" And they look at you like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Can you hear some Aunt Mary's lunch meat? They're like, "What the hell?"
It's that stuff right there. It got to the point where we pointed out after a while we figured out that it wasn't called Aunt Mary's lunch meat by everybody, and it's just kind of a little embarrassing the first time you go to escort, and that's not what it's called.
Yeah.
So like hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Does just fine by itself.
So here's one. I always loved liverwurst, but there's one thing I never tried.
Liver and onions?
Liver sausage. Have you ever had it, Jen?
Yes.
Have you?
Well,
I've eaten most liver, yes.
Is it any good? Do you like liver?
I
She
love
likes it.
liver.
I hated it when I was a
Liver
kid.
and onions?
I might like it now. Yeah.
I don't think I've had
My parents would say, "Oh, this is peppered steak." I mean, when they put the breaded steak. Oh, this breaded steak. And I take a bite. I'm like, yeah, that ain't steak.
Yeah, it's kind of almost a little gritty a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
You have to
it's an acquired taste.
You have to
Or required.
soak it in milk.
Oh, really?
It takes a bit of the irony taste
Oh,
out of it.
yeah, that's what it is. The iron. Yeah, and that, where all the iron flavors from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Kidney's good too.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nah, I've got enough issues with my kidneys.
Don't-
Maybe if you eat one.
No, I'm good.
yeah.
Hello?
Hello, what was that?
Kidney's good.
Kidney.
Sounded like Martin and what was it?
Martin and Lewis?
No.
Oh.
Pretty lady.
All right.
Oh,
Here
anyway.
you go. Here's a recipe. Check out this recipe.
Nope.
Okay.
That doesn't
All right. Pork liver.
Okay.
done.
Okay. What's
How do you know you can't eat it though?
what's kg?
You know you can't eat the meat.
We got the meat.
America's roast beef.
So what's a kg when it comes to cooking?
Kilogram.
At kilogram.
Is that a kilogram? All right. So
It's
one.
more of an English thing.
Hello.
Oh, yes. It's
One
metrics.
kilogram of pork liver.
Okay.
One
That's a
piece.
lot of pork liver.
A slap of onion. No, it actually says one piece.
One piece. That doesn't really.
Garlic, one head. Pork fatback, 300 grams, or salt pork.
Okay.
Is that cured?
Okay. Pork meat, 100 grams. Pork casings, 2 pieces. Bay leaves, a few. Peppercorns, a few. And salt and pepper for taste.
Salt and pepper.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell they're making, but
Sausage.
is that what it is?
They're making sausage.
Hello?
That's what you need the casings for.
Is that what that is?
Onion, peppercorns, and bay leaves. And in this other pot, I'm going to boil the
Actually, what
liver.
they're doing is they're just taking all the pig, shaking it up, and taking all the different pieces and putting them back together again
Oh.
in a little tiny casing,
Nice.
in a pork casing.
Oh,
So you
okay.
couldn't touch that all together.
Nope.
I had all kinds of pork stuff in
I
it.
had all kinds of problems the next day. Or that actually within a half an hour. I'd have
Eat with
issues.
salt, pepper, and crushed garlic.
Just garlic. What, that's what she's making?
Yeah, pork sausage.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Sitting here doing just like putting out all the ingredients I just told you all together in a bowl.
Yeah, mix them all up and then stuff them in
Wow.
the casing.
Yep.
So.
I don't care what's in it or how they make it. I just know it is awesome.
Just give me a slappy Joe.
On rye with spicy mustard and onions.
yeah.
Ah, come on!
Just give me a
I'm
slappy
freaking hungry now. I like them biscuits. What do we got? What's going on?
My sloppy Joe is all sloppy and no joke.
I love Bobby.
Add the meat. How could I be so freaking stupid?
She forgot to add the meat.
That's awesome.
That immortal slime is in order.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
And now I'm hungry. I wasn't. Now I am.
Slappy. No
Well, you're the one
Joe.
playing recipes for liver
I know. I
sausage.
couldn't help it. I saw this liverwurst recipe,
Yeah, thanks a lot.
and now it's like now we're all hungry now.
gotta go to
Thank
the-
you.
I still
deli
got,
and get
I
some
still got
liverwurst.
pasta here. I'm good.
I want liver now.
You can't
G-Man's the only person I know that
Yeah, I'm sure you know more than just
eats
me.
a meal within hours. Like
Hours.
hours.
I enjoy my food mainly because of the fact I have no teeth.
But you.
No. That's no reason. I've seen people with less teeth.
Hello,
seriously.
Gumby.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He has been to events with us, you know.
Yeah,
we have seen him eat.
I have seen him eat corn on the cob.
Exactly, you remember that.
That is just disturbing.
Yes.
Frightening and disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Now,
the way he took that corner of the cob down was like incredible.
Yeah, he went down on that hard. No,
Stop whining.
Like a whore at a Democratic convention.
there you go.
Wow.
This thing is pissing me off.
Yeah. So, ooh, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So now thank you.
What? What?
I gotta go to the deli tomorrow and get some
Oh,
liverwurst.
just relax. You know?
Aunt Mary's lunch meat. Ask for that. They'll give it to you.
Yeah. That's funny. So he's actually went to the deli and asked for that. That's just funny.
What it was. Yeah. Mom's like, oh, grab some. Okay.
Wow.
And none of them bothered to tell you that.
Well, no, because she probably figured I knew what it was because, I'd gone to the grocery stores with them. I don't pay it.
So the whole time the guy behind the deli counter is looking at you going,
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Exactly.
Like, get the hell out of my store, you little fuck.
Hi, it's me, Kasey.
Yeah, that's funny. Me and J-Man were talking about that. It's like, you know what? We're talking about 3 deaths, right? And that would be funny if we had to come back after talking about 3 deaths, right? And do this, right? To do a story. Imagine if Johnny told us when we came back, we just reported 3 deaths and we did 3 tributes, right? And we came back and if we're in Kasey's shoes and we had to come back and do something like that.
See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying.
I love Kasey.
Or
should I say Shaggy?
Oh, man.
Yeah, he has a voice for Shaggy. That's the amazing thing.
Yeah.
Like, he used to talk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just imagine we come back from a song like this.
Johnny Happy.
So we play a song like this, right?
Come on, Dad.
Oh, this song is so ridiculous.
God, so long.
There's no time to cry.
Oh my God.
Here we go, everybody. I'd like to report that Eddie Money has died at the age of 70. Oh, I'm sorry.
I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication.
We'd like to report that Rico Kasich from the Cars has died.
Oh my God.
And I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week.
I'd like to report that Tony Mills died at the age of 57 today.
You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but God damn it if I don't understand it.
Yes, I'd like to report I ran over a squirrel on the way here.
I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
It was a squirrel. Get it right, Kasey. Fucking squirrel, not a dog.
Wow, Semen.
That is fucking. That is a classic. That's something that'll never get old. Kasem going off because he has to do after an up-tempo song. Come back and talk about a dead dog. I gotta read these letters about a dead dog. Are you kidding me? Oh that they're playing shiny happy people, you assholes. I quit. Oh man. That never gets old, bro. That story never, ever gets old. And that's funny G-Man brought that up tonight. Because I'm like, you know what? It's a perfect time to bring that up. Because we're just talking about 3 deaths, within a week.
It's like, how do we, we got to transition somehow.
Yeah. Oh, God. That is so funny.
Oh, good God.
I'd like to read this letter now. This comes from a little girl named Betty out there in St. Louis. She's very sad to tell us that her dog was ran over by a truck today. And This is what we got to say about it.
I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying. What happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week? And I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week.
So he's just going to bring up shit that pisses him off, like might as well, right? Like they already pissed him off about that, so I was like, "Where's my pictures I was supposed to see?"
You got all that?
Fucking Kasey.
Want another one?
Kasey was the man.
Yeah.
I remember the story after he died. His family went fucking berserk. Started like fighting over his money.
Oh yeah.
That's
a shame.
One daughter fighting over the other daughter. Yeah, you don't deserve it. Either do you little bitch. To go back and forth. Like, seriously? Can't just sit down at a freaking table and just split the money equally and just freaking get over it? You know what I mean?
No,
your father just passed away like freaking 3 days ago, and you're all arguing and fighting over his fucking money, assholes.
Showed what they cared about.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, what the hell, man?
Wow. Just
Anyway. We're going to take a break, guys. When we come back, we got actor, don't know his role, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying it. I didn't even check with you first.
He was a little dog named Snuggles.
Oh.
This may seem to be a strange request.
Yeah. You think? Oh, shit. But after I just reported the story of the dog, we got a request for this song.
Oh, good God.
We'll be back after these messages. This is Shakeman Show on WMYXradio.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths